Okay. Okay. Today I'm talking about the APP prefix modules. Actually, it's my some utility modules. So let me start. And thanks for the translation. It's just bar and intro. Oh hi, and I'm Cornelius. Then C9S is my ID. Then it's my URL. And I write Pro and Vim stuffs, and I have a lot Vim plugins on GitHub, so you can take a look. And this is my GitHub site and Twitter. And I also write GitHub Taiwan world. Then let's see. Here it's like this. So you can see Taiwan hacks on GitHub, and I also write it for Pro. So you can see Miyako is the first place. It's all sorted by the followers. Okay. And also for Beamers. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Then I'm talking about APP modules. My recent utilities is APPGH and APP IATN and APP message. Actually, it's the Pro version is still important. I first write the C version, C message, and first I'm talking about the APPGH GitHub helper. Then I use GitHub and I collection med, and I like to clone all repositories. So, but there is no such utility to clone all repository or search via command lines. So I think about Debian's apt-get utility. So APPGH was born. Then my favorite command is gh-all. So if I want to clone all per repository, I just run gh-all per 6 into my house, or Rakodu, or OJT, or Silk, or Miyako, or Google. So I seek, and except these are the GH comments, like you can clone just by user ID and the repository, and the slash is also compatible, and you can show up the fork network via network subcomment. Okay, and the pull command. So to pull changes from others repository, can just run pull from someone. Then the branch, like this Google master, will be created. Then changes will be kept on the branch. Then you can specify the -m to merge the repository from others, and you can list others repositories. And to get the recent activities, you can just run gh recent, and it's on GitHub. Then I'm talking about APP IATN utilities. Okay, it was inspired from GPT. I like the GPT IATN comment usage. In GPT, you just to create a new language file as this short comment, just like to create a traditional Chinese language. It's it's copy the profile from port file. So after you set up a language, then you can just parse the messages and generate profiles from Pro codes or JavaScript codes or any kinds of text files. So okay, so it's simple and easy and it's fast. And okay, but when I also involved into some PHP codes, there is no such useful stuff for to parse or manage this stuff. Like but in PHP getText extension is perform the best benchmarks. Actually, there are a lot of IATN implementation for PHP, like pure PHP gettext, or or others write some classes for maintaining this stuff. Okay. But to let PHP gettext extension work, you need to produce profiles by a gettext gettext command. And if you use UTF-8 strings, you need to specify the encodings, UTF-8 for example, and -d for specify the domain name, text domain name. So you might use this command like this. It's very long, and something like add comments is add the comments of the strings. It will note the text extract from which file. Okay. Then you need to create a directory structure like this: locale and your locale names and OC messages. So, and you need to, after parsing your profiles, you need to copy your profile into those directories and do translation. And you need to change the char set of the generated profiles. Then you need to convert all the profiles into MOV files. Use ns3fnt command to generate the MOV files. Okay. So if you have other MOV files to merge, then you need to run the message merge command to merge other message files. Then it's done. So it takes times, such pain. So when I started looking for other frameworks, most frameworks provide their own INTN utils, and or it just depends on developers. Then so I need an INTN or localization helper. Actually, it was just a gettext parsing script for me to help with my PHP project. So it would just make text.pl. Then I think it could be a helper module. So it's called app at first. Then it's appintn with more ideas, and the name is suggested by Google. So it's very easy. So you can enter your whatever project. If you are writing PHP or any kind of language, it also works. Then you run the parse library. Then also JavaScript is also supported. So to generate post category file. Then you create the profiles for languages. For example, you need English, Japanese, and the traditional Chinese.